has added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
One, Omaha.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check. We're going to 54.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Elliott running right. Brushing off defenders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to throw now. Prescott being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Go ahead, eh? Mike 51. Who that? Who that?
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Rush in.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
21. 21. Slam. Undercrunch. Hatchet.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Single. Watch 19.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands, see how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 33 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mike 50.
Garoppolo on first down. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with field. Sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here we go. Like 20. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Go, get out there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Right back to him on first down. Yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Check Mike 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43.
It's our time. We're going to 54. 26.
On first down, it's Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Man, I got you.
Prescott now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 41, Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Elliott. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and a yard, Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
He looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
54. Mike 54. All day, baby, all day. Safe.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Come on. Check. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Big stop. Here we go. Kill.
On 2nd down and 4. Prescott stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Coming to you.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The kick by Maher is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Here we go. Wait, AD! Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Out.
From the 31, Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down.
Here we go. 21. Switch.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. This one complete to Coleman. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, gun. Mike 11. Mike 5-4. No chance. Smooth. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Man out. Flag.
And that'll set them back 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Switch. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Quick.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because As you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
At the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
SOS. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 57.
Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Elliott on 1st down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Come on.
Now Dak on the option left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Throwing here, Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Well, Prescott here to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. He's at the 50. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the two-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Hey, upset about it. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I...
'49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Watch the run. They're running, man. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21. Here we go. Watch his flag. Hey, over. 55. I got this.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mark 50. 11. I don't think you got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Pushing tacklers aside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Make tackles, but when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. We're going to 53.
And to give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, Often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Gun. Hey, kill.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal.
Boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Line in. 51 to mine. Time to go, night.
The first down carry by Elliott. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Check. Hey, kill. Jim, 47. Check. 26.
Now Elliott. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 15 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Here we go.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Watch the 65, 65. 55. Hey, exit. 55 to Mike. Hey, check Mike. Check Hunt.
To throw is Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the pass.
On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Check. Then we're going to 53. Shift. Check. Then we're going to 54. 180.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Collins able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Garoppolo looks to throw. It's caught by Coleman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we
third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
21. Hey, my 7. 55.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, Charles, let's take a quick peek back to Week 9. We saw the first win for the Dolphins, first loss for the Patriots. So what we're left with is one 8-0 team, the 49ers, and one 0-8 team in the Bengals. So what happens first, a Bengals win or a 49ers loss?
Ooh, that's a very intriguing question, isn't it? And you really don't like this race, because the Bengals, you're hoping to actually get a win and get off the schneid. But look, Cincinnati, they got Baltimore, at Oakland, Pittsburgh, and the Jets. San Francisco gets Seattle, Arizona, Green Bay, at Baltimore. I'm going to go that San Francisco loses a game before Cincinnati wins one.
I agree. That's a tough stretch coming up for San Francisco.
And the funny part is Arizona just played them tough last Thursday night. They've got them again. They're the type of team that can really mess up a team's season.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert 3.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check 4. Crunch. Mike, 55. Right there.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Got a man, he finds Sanders. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
First down, San Francisco.
Smell fear in that offense.
On first down, Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Go to 54. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. On a jet sweep, here's Cooper, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On third down, it's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got him in. Complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be caught at the 30. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Charlie. 55. Right there in the middle.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it.
Above me and watch you lose.